Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Don Donald, and this is Motivation on Tees. We are now at the 14th episode of the series of the top 5 motivational quotes of all time, but number 4 will wake you up. Number 1, there are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Exactly. It doesn't matter what you lost yesterday. It doesn't matter what you have or doesn't have today. What matters is where you are going, where you will be tomorrow. Because what lies ahead is much better than what lies behind. And nothing can be more true. You may have failed yesterday, and you may have failed today, but you can still succeed tomorrow. That is very true. And you haven't seen the best yet. The best is yet to come. Let me tell you, the future is always better, richer and fuller than the past, or even the past and the present put together. There is no need for despair in life. Despondency is just a lame word in the dictionary of life. Once there's life, there's hope. Hope for better days ahead. Hope for a happy tomorrow. Hope for a more fulfilling life. Live by hope. There are truly far, far better, and even the best things and glory days ahead than whatever we may have left behind. I don't know what C.S. Lewis was thinking when he created this quote and passed it to all humanity, but I know, it is a succering offer of hope, and is in no way less than the truth. Clive Staples Lewis was a British writer and lay theologian who made several life-changing quotes such as these. 1. Failures, repeated failures, are finger posts on the road to achievement. 1 fails forward toward success. 2. We all want progress, but if you're on the wrong road, progress means doing an about turn and walking back to the right road. In that case, the man who turns back soonest is the most progressive. 3. And finally, what you see and what you hear depends a great deal on where you are standing. It also depends on what sort of person you are. C.S. Lewis is a man worth listening to and learning from. Number 2, remember that not getting what you want is sometimes a wonderful stroke of luck. Yes. This is because also that it has been well proven that when you lose one thing in life, more often than not, another one, most times the better or even the best is often most unexpectedly given in its place as though you never really lost anything, or better still that it was good for you to have lost what you lost to give way for the best. That's why the highest spiritual leader of Tibet, the 14th Dalai Lama, called it a wonderful stroke of luck. Tragedy every time should be utilized as a great source of lesson and strength, no matter what sort of difficulties or calamities, however painful the experience might be. Because if you don't do so and you lose hope, that's then your real irreparable disaster and loss. And if you know all this, your attitude to life in general must change. That if you look for something, and you don't get it, you would brace up, knowing that the best had just happened. Other great quotes of the 14th Dalai Lama worthy of note are: 1. It is very rare or almost impossible that an event can be negative from all points of view. 2. A disciplined mind leads to happiness, and an undisciplined mind leads to suffering. 3. And lastly, sometimes one creates a dynamic impression by saying something, and sometimes one creates a significant impression by remaining silent. These are words of great wisdom. It will do you well to take heed. It will do you good to consider and apply them. I will give you Dalai's most eye-opening life quote, and it is this: as you breathe in, cherish yourself. As you breathe out, cherish all beings. Let's move on. Number 3, a successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. Let me now tell you, one of the hardest things on earth is success. If it's easy, everybody would have been successful. Success is like a great mountaintop, only the brave and the determined souls can climb to the top of it. It requires almost every virtue of life to achieve success in life. Call it willpower, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, determination, courage, bravery, sacrifice, commitment, capacity, ability, dedication, discipline, self-control, honesty, integrity, independence, smartness, resourcefulness, self-reliance, diligence, hard work, resilience, persistence, perseverance, patience, painstakingness, endurance, faith, vision, hope, optimism, enthusiasm, etc. Success, like I always say, it's not gotten on a platter of gold, neither is it all rainbows and butterflies. Success is a painful and lonely road. It will require a man of this substance who is made of this stuff having the requisite capacity and ability to be able to lay a firm foundation for success with the bricks life and other people have thrown at him, making lemonade out of life's lemons. David McClure Brinkley was a man of the press. It was him who said, numerous politicians have seized absolute power and muzzled the press. Never in history has the press seized absolute power and muzzled the politicians. Wow. Brinkley also said, people have the illusion that all over the world, all the time, all kinds of fantastic things are happening. When in fact, over most of the world, most of the time, nothing is happening. David Brinkley was an American newscaster for decades, working with the NBC and ABC media. Okay, let's go on. Number 4, never do tomorrow what you can do today. Procrastination is the thief of time. This is a no-brainer. You don't need to be told this. From my childhood to this present day, I have never seen a procrastinator who ended up becoming anything in life. Let me tell you this. Whenever or wherever you see people who are in the habit of putting things off till tomorrow, you are seeing a class of human beings who will never amount to anything in life. Show me a man or a woman who says he or she will do tomorrow what they are supposed to do today, and I will show total failures in the making. Procrastination is the only thief of time I know, and time is the essence of life. Whatever steals your time, steals your life. That's how serious the matter is. You cannot allow procrastination to rob you of your great future, which is your greatest fortune. Show me what you have beside your time and life. Nothing. Do you know that this great evil called procrastination is an evil twin? It has an evil twin brother known as laziness, and an evil twin sister called alibi. These three are the serial killers of destiny and great dreams. Procrastination, laziness and alibi are an evil trio. Run, run, run from them. Flee from them. 3. If you must see the light at the end of the tunnel. 1. Never do tomorrow what you can do today, that's procrastination. 2. Never sleep or rest when you ought to be working, that's laziness. 3. Never come up with a very good reason to skip work, that's alibi. Charles Dickens, the author of the very famous Oliver Twist novel, was never a procrastinator, or he wouldn't have been able to do the things he did. And that was why he was confident enough to tell the whole world before he died to never put off till tomorrow what they ought to do today. Charles John Huffam Dickens was a great English writer and social critic who was seen by many as the greatest novelist of the Victorian era. A feat no procrastinator can ever smell. It was Charles Dickens who also made the following statements. 1. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. 2. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another. 3. And lastly, have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts. Heed this valuable advice of Charles Dickens and you will be glad you did. Moving on to the last quote in our consideration, quote number 5, don't spend time beating on the wall, hoping to transform it into a door. It won't, it just will not. Let me ask you, have you ever seen a wall turned into a door before in your entire life? So why do you want to spend your precious time beating on the wall, hoping to transform it into a door? Please, my friend, spend your precious time wisely. Some things just don't make sense in life, they're just not sensible and necessary. You can't turn your cat into a dog, it's just not possible. And listen to me, in life, some things are also just not meant to be. Just let them be as they are, or let them go. If you do, you have not lost anything, and you wouldn't gain anything either by trying to make them change to become what you want them to be. But again, even if you argue about this, and you think you have all the capacity and ability to transform your wall into a door because you have done it before, or you think you know people who have successfully done so, there is one thing I know you can't take away from me, and that is this: most people don't do much in life. They observe more than they do. They spend more time just watching to see things happen on their own in expectation of their highly anticipated change with very little or no effort on their part. And that is the truth. And one thing about life is this: even if a thing has all the abilities in the world to transform into something else, nothing will happen just by looking at it. Absolutely. Somebody got to act upon it for something to ever happen. And unless and until someone takes it upon himself to create the change and the transformation he wants, nothing will ever happen. Everything will remain in its static state. Coco Chanel was a woman of influence and substance. She was the one who gave us this highly meaningful quote. Gabrielle Bonheur, Coco Chanel as her names go, was a French fashion designer and ardent businesswoman who founded the popular post-World War I Chanel brand. She made other quotes also before she passed away. 1. Dress shabbily and they remember the dress. Dress impeccably and they remember the woman. 2. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. 3. And finally, success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. I do not want to tell you that Coco Chanel was also the woman who said that the most courageous act is still to think for yourself, aloud. I will see you in the next video. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, Please subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell, so you are notified each time we upload a new video. Also like, leave a comment, and share our videos with your friends and family if you find them valuable. Thank you.